Hello everyone, welcome to another video. So first and foremost, I want to thank all my new subscribers. Thank you to everyone that's commented on my video. Thank you for the positivity and thank you for all the likes. I definitely appreciate it very much. Trying to get to 500 subscribers. We're very close, and when we do that, I will do a giveaway. I've done this in the past, but when we do get to 500 subscribers, I will go through all my subscriber lists and I will pick someone out of the blue randomly, and I will send you guys a gift and just to say thank you to subscribing to my channel. So want to get that out the way. So first and foremost, what we're going to talk about today is the Tesla Holiday 2024 update. So if you're not familiar with this, Tesla, such as Apple or similar to Apple, they release a big, huge update at the end of the year, which they call the holiday update. Typically includes a lot of features that, a lot of people have requested over the years for their vehicles, and they finally just kind of bring them out into this big, huge update. Sometimes they're good. Last year was like, all right. This year looks like it's going to be pretty good. So we will see. And what we're going to do is we're going to just go through them line by line. At the end of the video, I'm going to give my opinions as we go through this. But if you guys have any comments, definitely leave those in the comment section below. Please like this video and please subscribe if you would like to see more content like this. So just want to say thank you guys again, and let's get started. All right, guys, so I have my iPad next to me. We're gonna go through the list. I'm gonna put up a side screen so you can see what I'm looking at. But, before we start this, I do wanna say right now, we do not know if this vehicle or if these updates or features are gonna make it to Hardware 3. I'm sure some of them will, but if you have a Hardware 4 vehicle, you can be sure that all these features will come to your car. Now, sometimes there's a few features that's specific to Cybertruck and whatnot, but majority of the features should come to all Hardware 4 vehicles. Hardware 3 vehicles like what I have personally, I don't know if we're going to get them. And unfortunately, the article really doesn't go into detail about what vehicles will get what. And so we'll see what happens. Typically, these updates come out at the end of December. So we will look for those. And we'll go for that. So let's go down the list, shall we? All right. So first and foremost, what we have here is a Apple Watch update. So finally, we're going to have a Apple Watch dedicated app. I've been looking for this for a while. It doesn't say if, other types of watches are going to get it, Android-based smartwatches. We don't know if, Galaxy watches or anything like that is going to get this update. But right now, it seems like it's going to be specific to Apple Watch. I'm sure over time, depending on, the use of this, if people are actually utilizing this app frequently, I'm sure that, they'll release it to Android-based systems as well. But they tend to stick to Apple initially, and then they roll it out to Android in a later date. So I wouldn't be, if you have an Android phone or app or Android watch, I wouldn't be too sad about it. You most likely will get it. They tend to try to be fair. But yeah, I've been waiting for this for a bit. I was kind of wondering why they hadn't released it. I guess they were trying to wait and see how the popularity of the Apple Watch would go or fade or whatever over time. It's not something you need. This is really a nice to have. We have our phones as a key. We can use our phones for pretty much everything. But there are certain occasions when I'm like rushing or something, I leave my phone in the charger and I run to the garage to plug in my car or something at night because I forgot to do it after work. And, I always have, most of the time I do have my watch on to count my steps. And so if my watch can be used to unlock my car and check status, that would be cool. And I can see that being very useful. Sometimes your phone may die. Of course, we have our backup cards, our key cards. But, if your watch is good and your phone is dead, this is another avenue where you can kind of utilize to get in your car and hopefully start it. So I'm all for this, more features for us. I think it's a great update. So let's keep going. We have Sentry mode where we can save clips directly in our phone to our Photos apps. That is going to be awesome. So in my experience, I've been in it wasn't my fault, but I've been in 2 accidents with my car. You probably wouldn't even notice it. I got it fixed both times, but in each case, I captured the issue on the Sentry mode or caught the accident on my Sentry mode camera. And what I had to do was I took my phone and recorded the video on the center screen of the car. And then I sent that video to the insurance company. Now, being able to just see it directly from the Tesla app and save it directly on my phone without having to go to the car or do all that extra stuff will be great. I've even had to take out the USB put that in the computer just to get the raw image or raw video and send that to the insurance company. So I think this would be great just to be able to do this. It's definitely a time saver. Don't have to go to my car and do all that stuff. It doesn't take long, but it's like, you know, just to have that ease of use and being able to do it on your phone will be great. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully I don't never have to use it, but it's cool that it's finally here. So let's keep going. So for new Model 3 vehicles without, you know, the stockless Model 3 vehicles, it appears that you will be able to auto shift from drive to park. This is something that the Model S and X without shifts or stocks have had for a while. I actually thought that the Model 3 had this already. But yeah, it seems like, you know, for 3-point turns, it tries to kind of predict what you're going to do. So if you're driving straight, you run into a curb or something, and it tries to put in a reverse for you. And so I've never used that personally. I don't know how good or reliable it is. I saw it when it first came out on Model S, some videos that came out. Shout out to Black Tesla. I think he showed it off in one video. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it since, so I don't know how reliable it is. And these days with FSD, you know, hopefully it just do it on its own. We won't even be driving soon. So, but yeah, you know, at least you're getting a new feature for those that have new Model 3s. Fortunately, I don't, but you know, maybe in the future. Next update, we're getting Sirius XM. I don't utilize Sirius XM, so for me, I don't really care. But for those that utilize this, you know, think it'd be good to have a dedicated app around the Tesla navigation or Tesla system. Set arrival energy at destination. This is going to be awesome. This is something that I know Kyle from Out of Spec has been complaining about, because there's other cars like Porsche Taycan that will let you put what percentage you want when you reach your destination when you start navigating. So this would be awesome. You have those, you know, those places where you're driving maybe to a hotel that doesn't have chargers, so you want a cushion. And so instead of you doing all that work, you could just say, I want to set the energy to arrive at the destination at 50%, and then it will recalculate, and all the superchargers stops. It will make sure that it gives you the proper percentage and calculation so that you arrive to your destination at 50%. So I think that's going to be an awesome feature, something I've been looking forward to. I think it'd just be great on road trips. So if you want to arrive at 10% or 20% at the supercharger, you know, hopefully it can do that. And so you don't have to kind of be all over the place. It just will, you know, go off of what your setting is. So I think that's an awesome update. Looking forward to that. Next one is going to show participation and weather as an overlay on the map. I think that's cool. I mean, it doesn't hurt. More features the better. I can't complain. I think this would be very useful for safety. There are, many times when I'm backing up out of a parking lot, and so it would be nice to have that cross traffic warnings. And now we're going to have it on our backup camera. So we'll show a kind of a red outline from the direction where the vehicle or person or whatever hazard is approaching from. So that's going to be awesome. The cameras are really great in my car and the Horror 4 cars. So when you're reversing, you can see, you can use the side Peter cameras. You can see a lot of space, but it's cool just to kind of know that that feature is going to be there, so you can kind of back up and know that it's going to show red, in the direction where the car is coming from. I think it just make the ease of use a lot more better. So looking forward to that. These appears to be some Cybertruck specific updates here. A lot more customization on, how to make it appear on the screen with colors and wraps and things. I don't know why this is Cybertruck specific. It seems like that would be a feature that would be rolled across all the Teslas. I mean, because everyone wraps and does this. I mean, Cybertruck is not the only truck that's getting designs like this. So I think that should, if it is specific to Cybertruck, I think they should incorporate that with Model S, X, Model 3, Y, just because everyone can get a design. So I don't know if it's fair to Cybertruck, like that's the only car that gets designs and customization. So I don't know about that one, but it's a cool feature for the Cybertruck folks. See, rear camera feed is now larger and you can pinch to zoom in and out. So if you haven't driven a Cybertruck, it doesn't have no one really uses the rear view mirror. It actually shows the backup camera on the screen at all times. I believe you can turn this off if you would like, but it looks like that image will be larger, which I think, will be good for most people, because it does appear, I've driven one and it does appear pretty small. I think still I would rather just have the video feed in the rear view camera. I think that would have been better, like the Cadillac Lyriq and some other cars. But I don't, just to kind of, save the screen real estate on the screen. I just don't like having the backup camera there at all times. Like it kind of takes away from the map and some of the other stuff on the screen. So I think it would, if you're gonna put the rearview mirror there anyway, most people take it out now. I think they should have incorporated a camera in that just to make it more useful. That's just my opinion. What you think? Let me know in the comments section below. Other than that, just some smaller updates here. Remotely scheduled light shows from the Tesla app. I'm sure some people are going to be at work and they're just going to randomly schedule a light show outside, and it's going to be weird for people. So, I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's because when you do schedule a light show, whenever you do, I do it very randomly or seldomly. So it'd be cool just to be able to do it in the app. I mean, that's more of a convenience feature. Boomerang Few video game now in Tesla Arcade. I don't really play the Tesla Arcade that much these days. New seat control panel allows you to adjust the position of the unoccupied passenger seat, including second row seats. I think that's probably for the screen or the new Model 3, S, and X, and Cybertruck, so the screens in the back. You can now view and track maintenance items from your vehicle's touchscreens. I think that's cool. Anything that we can, have to kind of predict and track maintenance, I think is a welcome addition. Rear screen remote now allows video playback controls in Drive. Rear screen, okay. Find nearby parking at your destination or at any point of interest. I think that's good. Doesn't hurt. When reversing, music volume can automatically lower to reduce distractions. I don't know if I need that. I like that when you open the car door. Sorry for the noise. Someone's cooking. But I do like that when you open the car door, if you have the music loud, that it will turn it down. I think that's a great addition. Now, having it to turn down every time you go into reverse, I don't really need that. It doesn't distract me going into reverse. I still can focus. So, but for people that really may need that, I think that's, at least it's nice to have the choice. Navigation with dynamically remote around road closures. I think that's great. We definitely need some feature, and that would really help with FSD because we really do need it to kind of identify road closures and be able to go around that. So if the GPS can do that a lot better, then that will make FSD better in the long run. Sentry Mode, mobile app notification if door handle is pulled. Even better for security. I like that. Energy app consumption page for Model S, X, and CT. Be cool. We always like to know what's going on with the consumption of the vehicles, so, if it's a better energy app, I'm definitely all for that. Unfortunately, it doesn't say 3 or Y. So, it is what it is. Vehicles without premium connectivity can now see traffic on the navigation route. So this was kind of weird. Now it's like, do you really need to pay for premium connectivity? The reason I paid is only really to see the traffic on the map. I don't really utilize, or my wife doesn't really utilize Apple Music and stuff in the car on the app. I mean, you can always use your phone. I have it on my car because when I bought it, it was lifetime. So for me, they didn't add premium connectivity to years down the road. So, I guess, some people do use, if it was my car, I probably would still get it just because I do utilize the Apple Music app and podcasts and stuff a lot while I'm on the go. So, but it's not like you can't use your phone. So it's kind of like, I think it is easier just to have that feature on the car itself and utilize the LTE connection without using your phone, just to kind of conserve your car or your phone's battery. And if it's in the wireless charger, so it doesn't overheat because it's in use, it's a convenience thing, but it's cool that they're kind of bringing that over. I guess they assume that most people were using it just for the Apple Music and things as opposed to the live traffic view. So that's cool. And then when navigating to a supercharger upon arrival, you will be notified on the touchscreen of any stalls that are currently out of service. I think that is great. It definitely tells you when you navigate to a supercharger, if you go into the details, you can actually see what car or which stalls are out of order. So it appears that it's just going to show you maybe in some large letters or whatever. And so you don't have to kind of dig down into the menu to search for that. It'll just show you on the screen where you're navigating. So I think that's going to be great. I think it would be best if it did it like when you're approaching the supercharger and just kind of showed it as a card, say stalls 1A or 3B or currently out of service. So you just know not to park there. I think that would be cool. And I think that's it. So that's all we have for the holiday 2024 update. Like I said, we don't know what features are going to come to hardware 3. Unfortunately, you can, be sure that all the features will make it to a hardware 4 vehicle. So if you have a new Tesla, congrats, you're gonna get all these features for free, which is always nice to get. I always love seeing these updates. It's why I really enjoy my car, because my car that I bought in 2018 is totally different. It has FSD on it. It's driving itself for the most part. Has Summon, it has Apple Music, all these things, games and stuff. It didn't have that in 2018. So the fact that, and Sentry mode, so the fact that it's still improving over time, is almost a 7-year-old car that is still getting better and better, is with over 100,000 miles on it. It blows my mind, and that's why I still support Tesla. Because no other manufacturer is really doing things like this. I mean, Rivian is. I will give Rivian their, let them know that they're doing great on their side as well. But anyone else, it's hit or miss. Volkswagen, Porsche, and all that. It's kind of, they still want you or encourage you to buy new models. Tesla does want you to buy new models, but they still it seems like they try their best to still give you features as long as your computer can support it. So, all right, so sorry if I went a little long over time, but those are the features that will be coming to a Tesla near you this holiday season. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, let me know if you're excited for it. Let me know if you're kind of disappointed. Do you wish it was better? Is there any features that you wish it would they would have implemented this time around? Let me know. They're probably focused a lot on FSD right now, so which they should be is they need to get that out the door and make it really, really good. So hopefully Hardware 3. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video, and until the next time, enjoy your vehicles, and I will talk to you later. Peace.